South Africa wasteful, Australia clinical, and they get it McRight. And I thought you were going to score.
Ask a better question, you get a better answer.
Hi guys, welcome back. Massive win for Australia, 25-17, and it is a perfect start for Australia. Nice bust out wide from Valentini, up to the line from Fainga. McRight squeezes over with a nice line, 7-0. What a great start. They're buzzing. Ikitau's running strong. They're moving the ball great. Get another penalty, 10-0. That's how you want to start a home game. On 14 minutes, Pollard starts with one of his bad kicks. He does get into this zone sometimes when he hooks his kicks. Hasn't been for a while. He's been kicking well in round 1 and 2, but he gets a couple of bad misses. So there's still 0 points after 14. They're trying to grubber the ball in behind after they've got some good possession. That's not working. I think they're trying to catch Hodge out at 15, but he had a decent game. No, it's brewing for South Africa in the second half of the second half. They really should have scored some points, but they just can't put it together. Diaga and Etzebeth were probably actually their best attacking threats, put each other through, make some good breaks, but they always seem to be coughing up the ball when they're threatening the line. You know, they're not far away. I make a note on 20 minutes, but they can't make it click. South Africa, they're playing okay, but it looks like they're desperate not to score any points. On 21 minutes, Pollard with another horror penalty miss. That was a shocker after a good scrum penalty. But Nick White, maybe he feels sorry for them, I don't know, gives away a soft penalty dead in front of the post. They do get at least on the board, and it stays at 3 points for quite a while for them, so 10-3. Australia defending really hard in this first half. That's really the story of their first half after their quick start, giving away a lot of penalties, inviting trouble with a yellow card, which does come. Tom Wright gets that, but they don't concede under the yellow card, which is just fantastic. And they've been all over Australia, have South Africa, for a good 15 minutes. And they're literally going through the whole playbook of how not to score. I think Oxenche gets held up. There's one, poor scrum technique. There goes another chance. Peter Steph-Toy passes into touch. There's another chance, so I think we pretty much get bingo there. Australia defending for their lives. Now, one thing Australia are doing great is their maul defence, which is a massive weapon for South Africa. They're dealing with a kicking game okay as well. And when South Africa do get some chances, they're scrambling in defence. It looks like Mapimpi is going to be in, but goodness me, Corambetti comes across like an absolute human missile and completely obliterates Mapimpi, knocking the ball out. That was a great moment with just a few minutes to go before half-time. So they're keeping South Africa out when they're having this big spell of pressure. And then just to cop it all off, Nick White under pressure gets a little bit of a brush on his cheek from Faf de Klerk, but goes down like a ton of bricks trying to win an Oscar. And he does win the Oscar because he gets the yellow card for Faf de Klerk. So maybe technically correct, but seems a bit harsh. But Nick White is the master at milking the penalty. So they go at half-time 10-3. And that probably won the game for Australia. That period of time where South Africa really should have scored and didn't, maybe broke their backs. And at this point, guys, I'm going to mention my affiliate link. If you're wanting to watch the match abroad, or you're struggling to watch Stan Sports or Sky Sports on the internet you've got at the moment, on the network you're on, maybe use a VPN. I've got a great deal here for Private Internet Access VPN. 3 months free, plus you get 83% off as well for 2 years. I think that's $2.11 roughly for 2 years, which is pretty decent. 30-day money-back guarantee, all that sort of thing. Encrypted IP address, all the security a VPN can give you. If you want to give it a go, I've seen some of you have tried it already, which is fantastic. Use the link below to click on that. So go through that link. It is an affiliate link, but you will get that deal. So yeah, go for that if you want to try a VPN. Now into the second half, and I really like the tactics from Australia. Fairly sensible. They don't overplay if they don't want to. Using their kicking game to get the territory, to make it all contestable in the kicks. And then they get their moment where they just click. Oh, it's so good. South Africa was so wasteful in that first half, and Australia just clinical when they get their chances. They have to wait for their opportunity, but then they go wide against 14-man South Africa. Lovely flick offload from Wright, really puts some chaos in the defence. Ikitau makes a break. They put the ball wide to the magic man Corabetti, and just fantastic stuff. He goes in and out on Pollard, completely wrong foots him, makes you look silly when people do that to you, but Corambetti is one of the best of doing it. Corambetti flies over 15-3, just a huge score. And I make a note here, South Africa have to execute something quickly or the game is going to slip by. De Klerk's back on. They're getting through their phases, but the Australian defence is super strong. Australian penalty count, is creeping up. It's giving South Africa the chances, but it's deja vu. Australia doing really well to stop that maul. South Africa not really changing their tactics. It's something that we've said before in this game especially. Australia's line speed is definitely catching South Africa behind the gain line. South Africa's running phases are decent, but they're not really going anywhere. And they don't really have that plan B. That's one of the criticisms of South Africa is, do they have that extra ingenuity, something different to show the Australian defence? And they didn't really in this game. And goodness me, holy smokes, Australia are so clinical today. It's a clever little dummy wrap around from the scrum half. Slipper puts it inside to Lolosio, instead of the wrap around to White. He goes clean through and then he flicks the pass to Michael Hooper Mark II, which is McWright in support. Great try, 22-3. It just looks like that is the game right there. Even though South Africa do come back, that's just a massive lead. 19 points, a massive lead. Nick White, the Grand Master, milking the penalties again, gets one from Elton Yantes. Again, I'm not saying it's wrong, he's just good at doing it. Gives a nice soft 3 points, so 25-3, 22 points lead, just too much. South Africa, they're trying to step up the pace now. Of course, they have to. Their subs are on, bomb squad's on, all of that. Hendricks is on, which he does okay. But Australia just cleverly playing the ball deep into the South African half. Happy to play with or without the ball, just letting the time slip away. Now, South Africa, 8 minutes to go, have to force the tempo, which makes the game break up. So both sides are getting loose, they're getting chances. Who's first to capitalise? Well, it is South Africa, fair play. Kits off with a nice pop pass to Koch and then Smith in support. That's a good try. 25-10, but it's just too little, too late. Now, they do score another one with Smith as the game breaks up, and again it's the dangerous second rows for South Africa causing some damage. Smith somehow taps and goes to penalty, scoots underneath the defence. 25-17, great try, but it's just too late. They should have executed like that much earlier on. Australia, well deserved. When you execute like that, when you're as clinical as that, you deserve to win. South Africa, when you're that sloppy, deserve to lose. 25-17. The ball now is definitely in Australia's court. Can they get another win? Really put them in a great chance for this Rugby Championship. South Africa have got it all to do. Pop all your comments below. Let me know what you thought of that game, and I'll catch you next time.